We have ghosts in the green room, you all. I'm waiting for people to show up on the, I can't see. Okay. Always I start like this till they pop up. Okay, waiting. Ah, there you guys are. Hola. Hello. I was waiting. It wasn't loading up quickly. Hi, Arkansas. There we are. Greetings from Ontario, the police state. Well, do you want me to free you? Because I freed myself years ago. I can come get you. I'll come get you. I'm alive. You got here. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh. Hi, you guys. Let's see. New Jersey, Friday, Corpus Christi. Awesome. Encino. Well, you're right down the street. I might come to your house for cocktails after this. You and Encino. You're coming to LA. Good. Cool. PA. Okay. There you go. Ohio, North Dakota. Tons of you. More from Ontario. Yeah. Colorado mountains. How are we going to free our Canadian brothers and sisters, y'all? We got to free them. Happy birthday. St. Louis. How are we going to free them? We got to free Canada. Instead of free Britney, why don't we put free Britney on the back and free Canada on the front? I think we should free them. Don't you think? Help us, please. Ghost asked me to lose the cigarette. Free Canada. I think we should definitely free Canada. I'm not joking. They're going down the pipes. I know they are grounded. And in fact, they've said that from now on in Canada, if you don't have a prick, a big fat prick, yummy, if you don't take your prick, you can't travel, you can't go in, you can't go out. What's that? And all the UFO stuff going on in Canada. I know that's crazy. I feel sorry for them, and yeah, free the toads too. Yeah, I forgot about that. We have to put free the toads, first free Britney, then free the toads, and on the front, free Canada. Because, what do I think of Anton LaVey? I think that might be self-explanatory given my stance on Satanism. Oh, yeah, I hate washing dishes. I know. I cannot. Let's see. What does the veil is thin really mean? Well, the veil is thin is interesting, and I'll explain that. That's a good question. So UFOs are real, but a distraction. Well, yeah, they've always been here. I'm still wearing the same clothes for 3 days, the same exact, well, you can't see it, the same exact outfit. Same pants, same shirt, same other shirt, and I even slept in one of the shirts. That's how I keep wearing the same thing. Okay, so the veil being thin. So let's look at it this way. When you go outside and you look at the sky and you look across the city, let's say you go, across the city and you look, if you look at the way that the air is placed, sometimes you will see clouds way, way, way high up, and then you will see just whatever this color is in between. The clouds that are way high up and the ground that's like this is going like this. So it's actually condensing into one thing. So there will be no more sight up or down. So it's coming together, but it's coming like this. And the way that I read when I get the information psychically with this is sometimes they step through doors. The spirits step through doors, literally, like they're opening a door or around a corner. I describe a veil also like on a construction site where they have it all roped off in plastic between the wood pillars and how they put the plastic between the wood. Oh, lots of portals. Absolutely. And they put the plastic there. Well, if you're way on the other side of the building, there's a lot of plastic layers you go through. Well, the plastic layers are being removed. Yeah, the doors are portals. That's how they come through for me sometimes. In fact, Keithy came through yesterday when I was napping very briefly, and said one sentence, and I saw him peeking around a hall corner, and he was actually looking at George, and he was saying, to George, I just heard one sentence and I woke up. No, really, I was sleeping in the middle of the afternoon. Because I'd come home from the police department. I'll tell you guys about that. But I'd come home from Keith's police meeting, even though he's not there. He's not in trouble. Somebody should be in trouble. But I went to sleep because I was so frustrated. And I felt the door open. And I could see around a corner. Like I was looking around a corner. And I could see. And I saw Keith pop his head in. And he was looking towards me. And he said, George, who did you see? And so I had to text that to George. I have no clue what that means. I'm assuming at the accident site, who did George see, and to keep his mind out for that or keep his eyes open. Oh, there, your mom visited you last night. Yeah, see, that's so cute. That's because the veil is thinner. And then Deanna got some information because, of course, I got to run right over to Deanna's house and say, la 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 la, and then she got what she got. So there you go. Maybe, yeah, that's what we're thinking. George may have seen something. Deanna brought a name up, very interesting. She brought a name up in the whole in the thing, in the, you know, what she saw when I was telling her. She heard a name, and it was actually a friend of George's who had crossed over a few years ago. So that name is what she heard when I was telling her the story. So it kind of works. Sometimes together people work. Yeah, no, I saw it very, like it wasn't a lot. It's not the same way I'm used to getting information exactly for me. But sometimes they do step through that. I see many dead in my sleep. Oh my God, that's so awesome. You're not sleeping. You're on the other side. Wait, what? Sex dreams? Sex with who? What are you talking about? Back that up. Come back. We need some fun tonight. Back that up. How nice a visit. Wish ask your grandpa to visit. Ask him. Your grandmother came to you. They do come. I haven't updated on DMX except to say that apparently he received his prick 10 days prior to his passing. So I have to use weird words because, you know, Sloan, your son is being who he is, right? He is being who he is. I hope he's being who he is. I mean, who else would he be but who he is? Oh, see, a dead friend visit over there. So there's a bunch we have. Let's see. Animals have done. Why are we pricking animals? Why are we doing this? The veil is just thin because it's actually truthfully a spiritual war. So a lot of people are leaving the planet, and people, if you notice out there, people are picking their sides, aren't they? There's people that are running to go. Wait, I was dreaming about finding my vibrator. It's very much a spiritual, happy anniversary. It's very much a spiritual, it is a spiritual war. So people are picking their sides. People are recognizing what's been going on for a long time. Oh, there you are, Barbara Jean. There you are. Yeah, people have been noticing what's been going on. So people are, now they're picking a side. There's the side of I'm with God, and then there's the other people that say trust the science. And that's, I'll just word it like that, but you know what I'm talking about. It's not that science isn't good. Science is great. If you have an issue, you need a surgery, you need eyesight fixed, you need all kinds of things. Science is fantastic. But the point is, we're only here 70 years. Some of us 24 years, some of us 50 years. So God or spirit is far stronger in energy. What we live here is very fleeting, and it's not even, tobacco is science. Yeah, I remember how they pushed it all on TV, all those 40s movies. Those women look so beautiful. They probably all died coughing up their lungs, right? But hi from the UK. Yeah, no, exactly. And that is, it has been one on the other side, but we're so slow here. And a lot of them are crossing out in this time frame. So yeah, smoking was so fun to watch in those movies. Lauren Bacall with her long dress, and she'd come out in her robe and she'd be like that. However, it was killing her, and she had that voice, and she had the eyes that looked like she smoked. So you can tell when people, and the Marlboro Man, exactly. Glamour puff. I know, right? So, I mean, it looked, but see, that's mind control, because if you look at it now, we've been taught it's wrong. So when you see people smoking, don't you think they're stupid? Because I look at them like, are you an idiot? That's what I look at. You know, when I see little kids smoking, like 20 or something, I'm like, you fucking stupid. You must be stupid. Because why? Cigarettes make people age. Yeah, people. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. And Lauren Bacall, a man? I hope not. Please don't upset me with that. I can't go there. I can't go that way. But yeah, they program us. Every movie had the cigarette in it. Every movie had everything in it. We're all even programmed on how we dress. Do we really want to dress? Like, why do we consider people in suits? You know, I hate people in suits. No offense to the men in suits out there, but I really do. When I see men in suits, I'm like, yeah, I don't trust you. I automatically don't trust you because you're making a point of dressing like that to gain my trust. But they've been taught to do that. So we are mind controlled. Yeah, that's how it feels to me. It feels like we are mind controlled. But let's see, on the spiritual side, wait, on the spiritual side, I just missed that. Okay. Yes, Ted loving your aunt. Wait, Ted loving your aunt. Okay. Little Nas approves. Satan, don't get it twisted. Well, let's look at that. Let's talk about that. Let's see. I hope you do an energy reading on Prince Philip. Yeah, I think he's a troll. Never liked him. Hate the royal family beyond reasonable bounds. Can't stop eating meat. I can't stop eating a lot. Oh, Jessica. Jessica, that's how she signed the card. I haven't actually read your card, but I did open your package. And I might add, she sent me a big bag of potato chips, and guess where they went? I can't find them. Somebody ate them. Yeah, I think it might be me. I might have eaten them. Anyway, she got me this book for anybody that's going through domestic violence. She sent it on to pass on, but for some reason, y'all can see this. Can you see it? It's called Going, Gone, Steps to Leaving and Rebuilding Your Life After Domestic Violence. Callie I think it's Conley. That looks like a C. So she sent me this book and a bag of potato chips. So I took the potato chips and here's the book. I mean, I didn't. The chips left. I don't know where the chips went. I'm kind of confused as to where they went. And then I forgot to say, this is from Canada. And this came with a G-string too as well, but I'm not showing you that. Look at this beautiful scarf. Now I forget who sent this to me and I meant to show it. Oh, it's got static cling. Isn't this pretty? Look at that. I should have a cigarette. I'm kidding. See? What's your favorite kind of potato chip? Apparently the ones that were just sent to me in the mail. Yeah, isn't this beautiful? Over there in Ontario, this is from you and I love it. I just wanted to show you guys. It's absolutely beautiful. So when it gets, I wear it with my sunglasses. Look, y'all. Yeah, that's right. There. And so you can put it over your head. Who do I look like now? Somebody from the 40s or a dead person, one or the other. I'm in my dead sheet. Yeah, this is beautiful. So I got to stop eating the chips so I can put this on. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you. This came from Canada, Ontario. And I've misplaced the card. I misplaced the cards because I don't want to lose the cards. So I put the cards all together and then I forget who did what. You can, yeah, leopard. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it because I do wear a lot of black. So wait, Sloan, I need your advice in the country where I live. Place exposed to COVID, go to work. Oh my God. And do it. Okay, I just missed that. Do whatever you feel is right for you. Do whatever you feel is right for you. Whatever it is. I can't tell you not to do that. Oh my God, that would be beautiful. The leopard dress. I can't tell you not to do it or to do it. You have to do, oh my God, I was going to talk about walk-ins tonight. Ha, you read my mind. Is Kanye a walk-in? Well, he's a freak for sure. That's for fucking sure. I do. I have cat, wait, you have cat eyes and fey eyes. I don't know what that is, but I do have cat eyes. Okay, walk-ins. That's good. You just reminded me. I want to tell you about walk-ins. So in the old days, walk-ins were people, I think riots are coming. I'm meow, body snatchers. But I think the way that I talk about walk-ins, because I've seen this way, different than like if a person dies and somebody needs a body and they're going to spend the rest of their life in this dead person's body. Walk-ins, say you're out and I don't know, let's say you're at work and someone comes up to your cashier and someone comes up to your counter and you're looking at them in their face and suddenly they stop. Because I saw this. I was up the street at dinner one night and there was this drunk guy with really long hair come from a bar across the street, and in front of me, he literally stopped like he had a glitch. He literally stopped. And that's when the spirit is walking in and it's exchanging. It's either leaving or it's going in. So they can have, I met someone tapping into my head once. Oh, they do it all the time. They come in, let's say, let me give you an example. Let's say somebody wants to harm somebody, right? Not that you should be thinking about that, but let's say somebody, oh my God, Moldavite, how great. Let's say somebody wants to harm somebody and they can't beat them up because there's a restraining order against them, let's just say. So if they're inclined, magical, chaos magic, some kind of like, really highly altered type of magician where they can put their energy up there, they can actually will somebody into somebody's body for 2 seconds to run you off the road, to smack you in the face, to rob the store. Hi, Ashley. Oh my gosh, Ashley. I am on your channels, you know, Ashley. Everybody go to Ashley's yoga channels and watch her do her yoga. Go to Ashley's Instagram, find Ashley, go over there. I am not your only friend. Stop that. You're my only friend. Stop. No, you have friends. You just haven't been allowed to go outside to meet your friends. Yep, I did the Orson and Orin video. I have to put that up. Thank you for that. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. Oh. Anyway, when the we can protect ourselves. Yes, we can. Oh, we can protect ourselves from it. You got to bring God in. But a lot of people don't believe this. So they think it's just them. And then they have a couple glasses of wine, or they smoke a joint, or they bring out the crack pipe. I don't care what it is, you know. They shoot up the heroin. They leave themselves wide open, and people can step in and out. It's terrible. And a lot of drug addicts get taken over completely. Clear quartz is that you can kick them out. You have to kick them out. You have to pray, but you have to be aware. So if you're drunk and high, or you're doing something and you're not aware, then you don't even know when you're flipping. You can look at their faces. Is Dodge going to, wait, I missed that. So you don't even know. Yes, God will protect you if you ask, but a lot of people don't know how to command their own space. They actually believe in this world we're living in, that it's just them and they're all human and everybody's human. It's so clearly not that, with the distance between what people make, what people, thank you. Thanks, Ashley. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, this is yesterday's makeup, I think, maybe with more makeup on. And I have moldavite. I'm not wearing my ring because my fingers swelled because I ate potato chips. Yes. But here's my moldavite right here. This one has moldavite and a garnet on it. Yeah, no, I really do believe in that. But there are walk-ins. Sometimes I'm reading people and somebody steps in them and I know it's not the person I'm reading. You can sit right down and have somebody step in them and they'll give you a message and say something and then take off. That's what happens. Wait, what? Oh God. Oh, I don't know what dollar you're talking about. Do cats talk when they... Oh, cats and dogs, animals put their thoughts right in your head real easy. They're not like manipulative or anything like that. So it's very easy to connect with them. The little animals on the planet Earth, very easy to connect with them. Moldy vibration is like hummingbird. Amazing. Yeah, moldavite. Yes, it is. It flipped my life upside down. Cats are super smart. Remember, our pets are healers. So they're actually angelically above us. Thank you, guys. Jennifer, you're spoiling me this week. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God, 3 times in 1 week. Thank you so much. I know, right? Who knew? Well, my other ones were so weird. I thought I'd give information on this one. What about pet fish? Pet fish are still souls, right? Aren't they? Doggies are, kitties are. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you. Pets are more advanced than humans. It was delicious salmon. I could eat salmon all day long, but tonight I had chicken. But yeah, I heard about Ontario. I can't even believe it. My home country. I can't believe it. It's actually very Cuban. Cuban in 1945, Cuba, before the Cubans took over, you know who got in there, whose pappy got in there. Canada's pappy guy got in there. I feel bad for them in Canada. Really, I do. It seems very scary. But when you're looking at energy with a walk-in, remember, if somebody so there's the light and there's the dark. Okay. So there's the balance and the counterbalance. So there's the God source and then the people who don't believe in the God source. The people who don't believe in the God source and that energy can compel other energies to step in front of you, to give you messages, to try to scare you, to threaten you, whatever. And that's how they use people. They use people that are easily pliable and don't even know what's happening to them. Castro's son is stepping down. Is he? Wait, which one of Castro's son? Castro's son or the guy in Canada? Who is Castro's son? Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know about Little Nas. I think Little Nas is a pig. I mean, he's basically sitting there having anal sex with something on a video that looks like a demon. or Satan. I mean, if you want, it's a sodomy ritual for sure. But I mean, oh my God. So animals heal. Animals have been sent down. They're a higher vibration and they give themselves to us. They give themselves and we abuse them. Not all of us, but there are humans that do that. No, I will not take the prick. The SHOT, never. No, I'm prepared not to. I won't be going home to Canada to see my family either. Not. Yeah, no, I I can lie, but I'm not lying. I lie about what I eat sometimes, like I didn't eat the potato chips. Mm, so cute. I'm not taking anything. I don't want to put anything in my body. I don't want to. If I want to put something in my body, I will. But no, I'm not going to do, I haven't had health insurance my adult life. I'm not at the doctor. I'm not on any medicine. It's really hard to get. Yes, I like cake. That I will put in my body. It depends what kind of cake though. I just don't want to put any. I just don't. I, no, I don't want to. I mean, my body is the way that my body is. And if I die, I'm not. A lot of people, I think this is a death fear. As I was saying, I think it's a death fear. So a lot of people have fear of death. Like they're actually afraid to die. So they're operating off of fear. Well, as I said, I'm not afraid prior to Keith dying, but Keith dying, I'm definitely not afraid of anything and don't care. So whatever. But I'm willing to make a stand because it's what I believe in. So the only thing I have on this planet is my word. The only thing I have in life is my word. That's it. I have nothing else. I stand for nothing else. I am nothing else. It doesn't matter if I have cars or I have this or I have that. It doesn't matter. I stand for what I say I will do, and I'm very much against it. So I'm not going to back down just because I want to take a flight somewhere or, get a mani-pedi, whatever it is. I'm not backing down. I'm just not. So it's morally egregious to me, actually, what they're doing. And that's just really the way it is for me. Yeah, well, there's a good point. A lot of women are on birth control and that causes a shit ton of blood clots. And it's not even safe for women. I mean, how many women used to smoke and take the birth control pill? And I mean, I had one client that died in her 30s. After her third child, she went on the pill and she actually died. From birth control, I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying. It was like, wow. Yeah, so that's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, I just don't want, I just don't want to. I don't need to. I don't do anything. Why do I need this? Okay, wait, somebody said something here, right here. Do you think, oh, interesting. That's a good one. Yeah, that was the case with that guy, how to commit murder or not to commit murder or some kind of murder. Right? I'm looking for, you know what? It's super, super hot in here. My book's coming along very lazily. Thank you. It's all in, I have to sit and look at it, and I'm so ADD that it's really hard. Excuse me one sec. I'm just looking for this. I am looking for the air conditioning because I might be having a hot flash or guilt over eating all the potato chips or too many spicy things. Okay. Yeah, making a murder, right? That's it. There's some cool air. Let's see. This is good, you guys. Look, we're back to summer weather with the air. with the air. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Life is good. Hot flashes triggered by insanity. No, I'm drinking hot tea. That might be it. New York is freezing. It's probably freezing here, but I don't know. I think I'm stressed so hard I make myself spot. Oh God, right? Oh my God. Well, I hope so. We never know, but yeah, I would hope so. It doesn't matter though, because Lila is mine and Kenna is mine. So it doesn't matter. I'm keeping them. They're not going anywhere. Aw, thanks you guys. Wait, right here with you on health, vaccines, Trudeau, etc. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you guys. I'm drinking spicy tea from the Good Earth. Anybody in California remember that restaurant, the Good Earth? Well, this is their tea. And I lived on it in my 20s with popcorn. Apparently, I still eat that way with potato chips. Okay, I'm eating an entire bag of cheese and onion chips. Yeah. Thoughts on cancer? Man, they're annoying as hell. Cancer is just in men is just some other kind of something. Um, yeah, the good earth, you remember it? Yeah, well, that's the tea. I love that tea. And yeah, Carol got me this mug. This is from Carol at Christmas. So it's a good one. TikTok is still supporting. Wait, James Charles. Yeah, I don't even know who that guy. I know you guys told me. Wasn't he a makeup artist or something? Cancer women are great, though. Arlene's a Cancer woman. Bobby's a Cancer woman. How can we not love those two? Absolutely love them. Aunt Betty was a Cancer woman. Love them. Ken is a Cancer rising. Love her. So there. Let's see, married a Cancer woman, and my daughter is too. There you go. Yeah, the Cancer women are great. Cancer men are problematic because they're very emotional for a man, and they often are so vulnerable that they got to run around. You know, one of my favorite clients is a Cancer man, and you know, I just, yeah, I see they're very, very sensitive, but they got to put their walls up. So they got a lot of armor. They tattoo themselves. They got armor. They got, you know, security systems. They got all kinds of things going on. So they do all of those things. Let's see. My Cancer ex-boyfriend was a drunk. Well, it's a water sign. So yeah, probably. Cancer rising. Oh, Eileen Warness. I believe she was very empathic. Well, she was an abused child for sure. Disgustingly abused, actually. Disgusting. And he's a rescuer and a firefighter and an orphan. There you go. Most orphan sign of the zodiac. No one believes me. They're like, that's not right. You know, on TikTok, who gets pissed off the most? Scorpios. When I write about Scorpios, they're like, what the fuck does this even mean? I'm like, you know what it means. You just don't like what it means. Scorpios. TikToker Scorpios. Yeah, well, see, an alcoholic Scorpio is the worst because they're vindictive little bitches, right? Okay, Richard Ramirez, he's a psychopath. All right, Cancer female. There you go. Well, that's very psychic. Okay, so what I was going to talk about also, I was listening to another psychic tonight, medium, talking about what happens when we die if we leave in a bad relationship. Like, let's say you're arguing with somebody, your husband, wife, your kid, whatever, and somebody dies, and then you die and you don't get to correct that relationship, right? What if that, Scorpios love revenge. That's all they live for. It's fucking revenge, just to torture your ass, right? But let's say somebody dies and you're not getting along with them. There's like, you know, a problem at the end of their life. So I heard the psychic say, and I know it's common in metaphysical practice and New Age to say, you know, take the lesson from it, forgive, blah, blah, blah. I'm not much for forgiving. You should forgive probably, but I have a hard time with it. But take the lesson from it. I'm of a different school of thought. Exactly. Some things you have lessons with, and other things happen and there's no lesson. I'm going to say it again. If you have somebody die, like you're in the middle. I had a client once that was pregnant and her car broke down on the freeway and she was with her daughter and her new baby daddy. He got out of the car to fix it and he got killed in front of them. So I don't know the lesson with that, with the exception of don't get broken down on the freeway and don't get out of your car. But other than that, I don't know the lesson. What would be a lesson for that? I don't know what would be that lesson. No, that actually happened. It was about 4 years ago. She was just 8 months pregnant and he's trying to get the car off the road to protect him, you know, him and his daughter. And she was already pregnant and he got hit by another car in front of her. She was in the passenger seat. She couldn't do shit. So they saw it, but there's no lesson in that. So when, and, Gab, yeah, no, horrible. She was such a sweet girl too. But there is no lesson in that. So metaphysicians or New Age people, maybe not metaphysicians, they go at it for the all positive. Find the best, find this. If somebody murders your child, you forgiving them is an interesting concept, but it's not really for you to forgive. You're forgiving for yourself. We all know this, but it's not really spiritually for you to forgive because you weren't the one that was murdered. So it's up to the soul of the person who was murdered, number one. Number two, that's kind of for God to decide who, you know, I'm not going to forgive you. Well, no one cares if God forgives you. I mean, yeah, I'm fine. Exactly. Go to God. Exactly. That's where it is. But I hear a lot of psychics say there's a lesson in it. And I'm like, if you're an abused child, there's not a lesson in that. You're being abused. So, and then the other common thing is, which I feel is blame shifting, and I've always found this, But like, what did you do to cause that? Listen, you fucking assholes. I did nothing to cause whatever. Insert abuse trauma in childhood that everybody talks about. What did you do for that? It's more along the lines. Let's look at it a little bit. Let's look at it a little bit differently. So we pick a family to come into, a mother, a father, kids, siblings, whatever. We pick them. We pick an area. We pick wherever. And it's up to both of us to operate from the highest vibration to be the best kind of person we can be. If somebody falls off the wagon and goes cuckoo and decides to beat their child or whatever, right? You did not pick that. That person deviated off of their contract with you. And I'm not even sure there's contracts. Sometimes, from my experience, oh, don't blame yourself for a miscarriage, sweetie. Don't do that. That's not your fault. I mean, unless you went out and did something deliberately, but you did not. Don't do that. No, a child does nothing to get sexually abused. Yes, I mean, except be a child, which puts you in a vulnerable position on this planet. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's whatever happens when we cross dimensions and come here and whatever nonsense gets into our head. Now that new age, it makes me crazy. Well, if you get that, what did you do to get it? Shut up before I hit you. That's what I feel. Just shut up. Hi from New York. And not once did I get a visit. You know why? Because you didn't want one? Maybe you didn't want one. Or maybe he was naughty and he went away. I don't know why. Tell me why. Come back and tell me why. The new age stuff is weird. True metaphysical, the way that you could look at it, sometimes people are born where their souls on the other side are tricked for some reason into coming through a particular family for a certain reason. Or you could say that two people make an agreement, like a husband and wife, and they're like on the other side, they're all, we're going to have kids this time. We're going to get married because we didn't do it. And then it doesn't work out because it shouldn't have never worked out anyway. So, but there isn't always a reason behind things. When people say there's a reason, it's not always. Sometimes it is karma, though. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's people's misdirection. And I have noticed that, yes, I was tricked. No, I was kidnapped. I'm on a milk carton in a different dimension. They're looking for me still, but I'm a grown woman here. I was a baby when I got kidnapped over and brought through. But sometimes what happens is in the act of forgiving, there is information on the other side about why you did what you did. So why did you become an addict and screw people's lives up? So you begin to see a level of experience. And I don't think on this planet anybody can have the quote kind of good life that they try to push either. I don't. I don't think they can. I really don't. I think you can have an adequate life, but I don't think you can actually have the life that the new age people, just manifest it, just think it and you can have it. You co-create it. Now, Abraham Hicks, who I like a lot for 30 plus years, right? Soul kidnapped. When Keith left, a few weeks after he left, I saw the energy of him propelling speed to get out of this dimension, almost like a rocket, but that's a weird thing to say, but it was more energetic. I saw that go up, and then I saw the energy from Earth that was behind him trying to pull him back. So they can do things. I'm not so sure that reincarnation is even really a thing, except that we've been told he's a pedophile. I don't even think we've been told truthfully in any kind of religious practice that, you reincarnate in to keep doing it. That's the line of crap they give us. That's the crap. Nobody's coming here to be a starving kid. Nobody's doing that. We're all making up nonsense. I mean, you can meditate on it yourself. You're not vengeful. I'm vengeful. I'm owning it. If you fuck with me, I will fuck with you back. I'm owning it. How can't I? The only way, understand 69 being addicted to chaos. Yeah, I know, right? The only way to protect yourself in truth, in my bath, I have salt and coconut oil scrub, right? Yeah, I think Keithy knows. I saw him. He's been showing me bits and pieces of his body. I almost feel like I'm in a movie where, those movies where you see the cloud and the face comes through like that? I feel like I'm like that, and I can kind of see, but the clouds over my eyes, so it's blurry. It's how it feels. I haven't popped right through that, I know. So yeah, I don't know, but he knows. I mean, because I repeated what he said. It's just like right after he died, I saw his hands, I saw the shift of the gear, then I saw his arms. I could see, but I couldn't see the way I see because he's my little guy. He's my boy. Okay, so knew that this was a prison planet run by that. I agree with them. I absolutely agree with them. I'm taking that philosophy because I honestly don't believe we choose to come here. It's what, the luck of the draw? If you lose your legs coming here and be in a wheelchair, no one's picking that. No one's picking that. I just don't believe it. But I mean, it's possible you might if you're trying to gain something, but it isn't in every case. The other thing with Abraham Hicks, with that nonsense about co-creating everything, people in Ethiopia cannot co-create a restaurant to feed the country, okay? So that co-creation shit is bullshit. People have to stop doing it. You can co-create anything. You're your co-creator. No, you're not. You're a child of God, number one. You're a child of God. So God has a purpose for your soul. You may be here for that purpose, or once you're here, you may be acting on that purpose, but you can't co-create what you want. I don't see a Porsche in my driveway. Why is that damn Porsche not my driveway? No, the way that it's said is said from a point of greed, and it's said from a first world country point of view. It's not said, hell is real, you're in it, you're here, I'm with you here. Are we not here? We're here. I am on TikTok. Oh, they're doing the blood rituals over there? Yeah, I heard about this at Easter. I had a family member tell me that. Oh. The biggest trick the devil ever played is convincing everybody he's not real. If you're tricked into doing that, it still opens the doorway. He's just tricked you like Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf, right? Little Red Riding Hood goes in and the wolf tricks her and says, I'm grandma. And then, pretends that she's grandma, the wolf, but the wolf is the wolf and she's going to eat Little Red Riding Hood. So it's a trick. Understand they're going to trick you any way they can. Another trick, all of this pseudo-spiritualism. I'm really sorry if I'm offending anybody, but it really is my opinion on this. I'm not talking about Native Americans that are shamanistic practitioners. Okay, I'm not talking about them. It's totally different. But all of these yahoos out there having you lick toads, I say free those toads. Free those toads. Licking toads and smoking ayahuasca and, microdosing all day long is opening your energy field so that things can attach. People don't know this. They're like, no, he's good. He's a practitioner. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying what you're doing is doing that for you. Okay. Yeah, absolutely call on Jesus and don't lick a frog. I agree. Yeah, no, Native Americans are the real deal. They are the ones that understand what they're doing. But yeah, there's so many fake practitioners doing that. Toad molesters, right? Oh my God. Do you know what the toads do when they cross over? They're like, look at those idiots. We're poisoning them. And and they think it's spiritual. That's what they're saying. The toads. There's a whole bunch of them on the other side. And they might come after you if you do that. I'm just thinking. Toad abuse. Yeah, so I feel, yes, you can say in the name of Jesus Christ. Why wouldn't you say it? But what I do I pray every day and always have anyway in my life. This is something I do. Because Doreen Virtue was pretending, as I said the other night, she was pretending. She's one of those people. Instead of saying, let's say you're homeless, right? And you're looking for clothing. Somebody comes up to you and they take you to Walmart and they buy you clothing. This is an analogy to Doreen Virtue. So they buy you clothing. And so the homeless person with no clothing says, I only wear cashmere. Fuck off. Doreen Virtue's like, I only read angels. Well, you can't only read angels. None of us really know what we're talking to. We get a feeling for what we're talking to, but do we really know? I don't know. We just really only can do whatever. Can we all have guides? Oh, of course you can. Of course. Yes, of course. We do have guides when we're here. Somehow we end up here. Maybe we're in a prison camp. Like maybe they put us in prison and like our guides are like, oh, look, she was bad like 450 years ago. So she's down there on Earth. Let's keep our eye on her so she doesn't get stabbed down there. I mean, they're toad stalking, right? But that's what it is. So when you're looking at it here, when you hear any new age practitioner like the Agape Church, any of those people saying, I'm not saying they don't believe it. What I'm saying to you is you cannot manifest what you want just because you want it. That's like being a bad 5-year-old going, I want cookies for breakfast now. Okay, well, you know what mommy says? You're not eating cookies for breakfast. You're going to have eggs and some toast. That's what mommy says. So we have an energetic thing, energy, God source, whatever spirituality that doesn't let us create everything we want, or we'd all be dead right away. I'd be, doing whatever the hell I wanted to do. I mean, no. The trickery is just that, because it gets to, the earth is a form of purgatory, I believe it, but apparently, this is just my information. And again, you're talking to me from magic's very real. Absolutely, it's everywhere, please. Magic is 100% real. People don't want to believe it. People don't want to believe it. But when you go to a Catholic church and you're going there at midnight mass and they're coming out with the incense around you like this, first of all, the incense puts you into an altered state, okay, which can shut you down. But it's energetically vibratory, putting you in a different state. That's the first thing. Number 2, repetitive all the time. The hands, the ritual, that's a ritual. That is a form of magic. Sigil magic, chaos magic, lesser magic, whatever it is, whatever they're doing in there. But it is a form of that. That's what they're doing. That's kind of what they're doing. They don't acknowledge it, but I know what they're doing. I mean, if you're practiced in the metaphysics, the occult, you know what they're doing. You can look at it. You're like, yes, holy water is great. And you can make your own holy water and their holy water. I've gone and got holy water from the Catholic Church, and 2 of them were out of it. We went to go to a 3rd one. I had John driving all over the valley. I'm known, that church doesn't have any. That church, there was a run on holy water. Time police, absolutely. You're not supposed to enter into different dimensions. We're not allowed to do a lot of things. But Earth's energy here, to me, is about 3 levels above hell, or the lowest energy. And understand what hell is. We are in the beast system, meaning the earth is corrupt. We're all taught to make money. We value people on Wall Street. Bernie Madoff is like, ooh, people liked him because he had money. Bill Gates, we listened to him. And that obnoxious sweater with his heathen wife, right? Oh, did I say that? Sorry. Oh, you started microdosing. Yeah, I can. I don't need to go to the emergency room for a mental breakdown. I don't need a 5150 on me. Start doing little doses of LSD. I'm going to be 5150'd. Big time. Let's see. May you help the Jesus non-believers. Yeah. Well, let's look at that too. And people aren't going to like it when I say this. We're all created, and so people come into different backgrounds and religions. As long as the intention in their heart is kind, they're accepted into the kingdom of heaven, period. God's not going to discriminate because you're a Muslim over here or a Buddhist over there, or I don't know, some whatever. I don't believe that. I believe that once we leave here and we are of good intention for the most part, I mean, we all do bad things, okay? Of course, Jesus is real. No one said he wasn't, except for the people that fight against him. Thank you for that, you guys, all of you guys. Love from Toronto. Mwah, to my prisoners in Toronto. It's not funny. Spaghetti spell. Okay, I don't know what the spaghetti spell is. I've missed out that. We're human. Exactly. We're allowed to make mistakes here. And Jesus is good. God is good. And Buddha, Jesus, Allah, these are all the same references for light beings that come to save the soul, which is good. But you can do it yourself in your house. You have to watch who you let in, who you listen to, and what they say. And no wonder we get frustrated as a people, because all of these new age people are like, okay, just think about it. You're the co-creator of your world. No, the fuck you're not. People are starving. Little babies are starving, and their parents want them to eat. Wait, spaghetti spell blood in the pot. Okay, yeah, I can't. I can't do that. I don't even want to eat pasta now. Thank you. You just threw me over the edge for that. You keep dreaming about losing your vibrator. Attach it to your arm at night so you know where it is. That way you're not going to lose it. Okay, wait. Okay, that's Oh, that's Jennifer's. Okay. Well, I don't know which one's your super chat. Put it back up here. I'm not sure about Lucifer or quote Satan, but I'm going to use the word beast system because we are in a system that's inverted. It's reverse world. It's upside down. They tell us this is good when that's not good. They do all kinds of things. They push cigarettes on a population. Here, this helps with anxiety. It's relaxing. Well, it'll fucking kill you, won't it? That's the system we're in. We're in a system of money worshippers. We're in a system of people, little kids especially, that think, oh my God, weed is so cool. It's legal. We can do it. And they don't understand it's a trick. Alcohol, spirits people, spirits and wine. Why do you think they call it spirits? It all has a different effect on the auric field. Life purpose by ourselves. Well, it is life purpose. You have to stand in your strength. So people are very weak on this planet. I mean, they go through a lot that we Americans don't even know about, but they're very weak in a lot of ways because they need all their creature comforts. And I'm guilty of this, potato chips, free Canada, exactly. And the toads. But you've got to understand the government's the one that put the drugs out into the market. They just legalized weed everywhere. What the hell? Why you want your teenagers all on weed? I mean, shouldn't they have to go and like hide and sneak it like we did? Or do you just want them to pull up to the weed shop with mommy and daddy's card and go, I'm gonna buy some weed? That's just distraction on a soul level, just to keep you out of your mind, not focus on what's going on. Tell them what they're doing. Okay, wait, I just missed it. How do we stay clean? You just stay clean. You just exercise and stay clean. I disagree with you. Oh, yeah, no, everybody disagrees with it. But why do you want a whole country on weed? You didn't ask my philosophy on weed. My philosophy on weed is if you want to do it, do it. I don't care. But to legalize it where a bunch of teenagers can get in and get it when they're supposed to be going to school and it causes a lot of personality changes and it is a mind-altering substance. I am not talking about people who need it for health. I'm not talking about people that are adults and can make their decision. What I am talking about is it's distractive as all drugs. Just because it's weed, heroin is a poppy plant, opium. Okay, so it's natural too. So let's stop with the weed is natural. You can grow poppy plants and do the same thing. I've been on weed since 6. I don't know. I don't like the sound of that one. You shouldn't be on it at 6. No child should be on anything. Yeah, sober is the only way you're really going to see. When you ask how to really open up, you're not distracted. You can see what's in front of you. I mean, seriously. No, but poppy plant, they're real. The weed smokers are always like, weed is good. Moderation's perfect. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying, and remember, alcohol comes from what? Potatoes and fruit fermented, blah, 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 right? Beer comes from barley out in a field. So it's all natural. Do you want your kid drinking a shit ton at 16 and stacking up cars? Do you want some pothead in your house making faces behind your back when you're trying to get them to do their homework and they don't pay rent, they live in your house? Because that's what you're going to get. And they do put chemicals on weed. Exactly. It's a vegetable. It's 10:55 a.m. in Asia. Hello, Asia. There you go. Then it's your response. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's your. Okay, that's ridiculous. Tell me how you're going to stop a child from drugs. Please enlighten me with your fucking parenting skills on that. Shut up. You're not going to stop your kid. No one's going to stop any kid from doing it. They're going to go outside. You can set your rules and you can do your stuff, but the minute that you don't have your eyes on your child, they're doing something. Be serious. I suppose you don't have kids giving that advice. Yeah. I dare you. Try to stop a kid from finding weed. The minute they get to school and they go in that bathroom, they're going to smoke up a joint, spark it up. So what are you going to do? Follow them through school? What are you going to do? You're not going to do shit. That's what you're not going to do. You try to educate them with it, but actually kids are sneaky. They're the worst. Especially those teenage ones, 10 on, right? Oh, I stalked my kids everywhere. Shit. I think you're a troll. It throws you right onto the astral. Weed, okay, heroin throws you completely into a different dimension, okay? Heroin throws you into a dimension that is past the astral level. Weed almost always throws you directly into the next dimension, like right here. So like out your front door. So you've got your front door shut, and if you smoke weed, it's like you're on the outside of your front door, and you're like, wait, how did I get here? Heroin is much more intensive, and the reach is farther, but it's farther out on the other layer. So think of rings around a planet, and think of the planet Earth where we are, and then think of the rings around it like this. These are the different dimensions, and it goes out and it goes up and down. So weed just throws you right out into the, yeah, I do believe in twin flames. I don't know. You know, oh, we have a troll. That's why you're a troll. Okay. Troll. To pray, just pray. I'm praying that you just pray. You just say, whoever your God, however you word it, you just say, I pray for the goodness. I always say from this point on in my life, actually since I was about 48, because I tried to become less. What about Klonopin? Yeah, I was on Klonopin for a while. I told you guys about that. I told you about the Klonopin for my anxiety, but I had to wean myself off it. And it was very hard. So, because I would hear in triplicate, tweakers vibrate. Oh, tweakers, it's a portal right to hell. You do that meth, you're right out. The demons love meth. Put it that way. It's a drug the demons love. Love it. Mm-hmm. Klonopin's very hard. Exactly. Oh, tell that troll to go. I don't care if they like me or not. Tell them to F off. No, weed, people can do weed. I'm saying to you, what should be a clue in all of your heads? Klonopin is dangerous. Well, mushrooms are hallucinogenics. It depends. It depends on your mindset. But here's the thing. The worst thing, okay, to do is to believe that the government, okay, wants your best interest. Therefore, they legalized weed. So if the government wants you to do it, you might need to actually, I'm getting a headache from these, you might need to actually ask yourself, why they're pushing it. Because they don't know you personally. Xanax is horrible too. If you have Ambien is a hypnotic. Ambien's a hypnotic. These are your sleepwalkers, your people that drive to the, I told you I had a friend that drove to, what's that place? 7-Eleven, and she would get cherry Slurpees. Look, my hair just went bonkers. She would get cherry Slurpees and then wake up with the Slurpee thing beside her. Yeah, if you grow your own weed, it's fine. But ask yourself, why do they want to legalize it 16 and up? 16. Have you met a 16-year-old? I mean, they're great, but why do you want to take them to a level where they're not in their power? The sobriety is power. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, we all do. You know, no one cares. You get certain reactions off of food. If I eat too much sugar and too many sweets, it's like I'm a heroin addict and I've passed right out. So you really, I know it's a cash crop. You really have to watch what you ingest because it has a energetic effect on the body, which affects your thoughts and affects what you do. You guys are all telling me your drug things here. Yeah, the government hates us. If they want you to do something, ask you. They allowed every liquor store and they dropped crack off in the black neighborhoods. I mean, they just dropped it out there and then locked those people up. You know, well, I don't know. It's just not right. Hold on. Let's see what this says. Drinking opened me up to inappropriate and for 2 years sober, but still fighting those things. Any recommendations? I've tried tar, water, sage. Found my faith, but struggling. Okay, yes, Krista, good question. Krista says that drinking opened her up to entities that she didn't want, which it does. It's a direct portal. How are they going to trick you into why do you think it's always like wine, women and wine, drink your wine, 3 or 4 glasses. These stupid bitches pass out and they don't even know. They take a couple of pills. They don't even know what's in their body. They're so unaware. This is what I'm saying. So Krista, to answer your question, the way to actually correct that for you would be to connect with nature, and it would be to connect with nature and to actually exercise in nature. Oh, drug dealers, of course they do. Drug dealers target their predators. They don't have your best interest. Everybody's like, oh, just a couple of drugs, I'm just going to relax. You should see yourself on some of these videos with the shit you're doing. It doesn't look fun. You look like some kind of wild frothing animal upside down. It's actually very degrading for the person. If they were to see the stuff they do, it's degrading. So it's a huge, oh, tell that person to fuck off. whoever it is, go fuck yourself. I can't even, somebody block that fucker. Allergy medicine, I think they're a troll. Don't feed the trolls now. We're not going to feed them. We're not going to feed them. Who cares? But anyway, you got to ask yourself why your government is pushing anything. Why? Do they pay your bills? Do they help you out? What do they do for you? They don't do anything for you. So make like a banana and leave. What'd you say? Okay, you little person. Wait. Oh, let's see. Put user in timeout. Okay, remove. Oh God, no, wait. I gotta go back. Hold on. Yeah, there. Okay. What happened? Okay, there. I removed him, y'all. Yeah, he's a troll or she or whatever. It's probably a family member of mine. You know, they love to bag on you. It's probably one of them. Anyway, I timed them out. I'm eating ice. Do you have anemia? You're eating ice? Anemic? Yeah, so you want to make sure that you understand what are people's motivations for asking you to do something. Everybody has an agenda. Why do they want to have your agenda? If you're trying to clean your body out from addiction and alcoholism, nature and exercise is the best thing ever. And also, you have to work on self-talking, because all addicts have a self-hatred. They don't like themselves. They don't feel good, or they wouldn't destroy their body. Your body is your only vehicle here. So why are you destroying it? And I know they all don't think they're destroying it, but you should see an addict when they're older. They look they look 10 times older than anybody else, because they've ruined themselves, and it shows all over their little scraggly faces, right? And they're hunched over backs, and they're whatever else is wrong with them. So ask yourself, how are you going to talk to yourself with more respect? So how would you talk to me? Talk to yourself that way. Or how would you talk to your kid? Talk to yourself that way. Yes, they do. No, they don't. They do not like themselves. Bullshit. Nice try. That's just not true. Addicts have a self-hatred, or you would not destroy the vehicle that you are in. It ruins your bronch bag. It ruins your brain chemistry. Cocaine goes in your brain and ruins your ability to be happy after you do it. What kind of fuckery is that? So you go on, a drug bender for 5 years, and then you can never feel happiness again, and you have depression because it's ruined the neural pathways in your brain. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And it sounds like you had a lot of self-respect to stick your face on a toilet seat and sniff something, or stick a straw up your nose. That's respectful. No, it's not. Right? It's not respectful. No, I feel drugs are actually Satan. I really do. I'm sorry. I think Liz Cochran is still alive. Corcoran, I can't say it. But if you're looking at, and I'm not talking somebody who's whatever. I'm talking people that cause destruction. If you have destruction, it connects with an energetic trauma. Okay? Today, oh, happy 51st, Deb. Happy. Mwah. I forgot you are in Aries. I remember. Coca-Cola, exactly. Boycott them. But ask yourself, well, it's true. It ruins your happiness. So for 5 seconds or 5 years or 10 years of happiness, you think, but you ruin your relationships, you rob people, you disappoint your family members, because no parent wants to look at their drugged child. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a 50-year-old man snorting cocaine with a lot of money. Your parents are humiliated by you, because they're like, oh my God, that's so disappointing. Why are they that way? So that's a reality. Nobody wants to see their kid like that. And if you're going to tell me different, you're full of shit. That's that. Number 2, if you do heroin, it ruins the L-DOPA in the brain. And you can most likely, if you've done it a long time, you can end up with like a Parkinson's type reaction to the heroin, which is, so then you're going to shake the rest of your life, right? I don't like Oprah. Yeah, see, it's just, mental illness is different. Now, mental illness, of course, you can have a dual diagnosis, but you don't know that. Addiction ruins everything. I'm sorry, I will never say it doesn't. It just does. I just described Demi Lovato. Well, I have some backstories on that one. She's one of them in the beast system. Don't let her fool you. This is another part of it, and I don't even know if she's integrated with all of her parts. If she's integrated, do you know what I'm saying? If she's aware of who she was, and crack is whack. That was Whitney's thing. Crack is whack. You can see what drugs did for her. Beautiful, talented, voice like a nightingale, like a beautiful songstress, beautiful little daughter, crazy ass husband, and look at how they all ended up. Look at how they all ended up. What's that? It's terrible. Wait, she is not Demi. Okay, I did meth for 20 years clean. I'm glad you're clean. Look at you. That's hard to do. I know people always want to excuse drugs. I have no tolerance for that. I understand that hugs, not drugs. No, I understand. I understand why people do it. There are traumas. I get that. But you have to have more respect than to let your trauma abuser win. And they always win when you're a drug addict. The family members always love it when you're destroyed. They destroy you, you destroy yourself. They love it. Don't give them that. I don't like that. It's the only good thing that, oh wait, I don't like it. That it's the only, well then do something else to make yourself feel good. Develop yourself differently. Find something you like to do. Find something you like, I don't know, do you like to hike? Do you like to draw? Do you like to build jewelry? What do you like to do? Do something. Switch your addiction for a healthy addiction. So do something different. Like, and actually, if you ask for your addiction, if you're cognitive as you are because you're articulating it, which means you have knowledge and recognition, which is so good. So you're not actually in a position where you're out of your mind and you don't know what the hell is wrong with you. Excellent sobriety. If you can speak to me like you just did right there, then you are aware of your issues. So shopaholic's good. I might be that at times. Yes, she is in the beast system now. That's exactly right. But what you can do if you have that knowledge is you can actually, in 4 days, raise your vibration up here and you won't have an urge to do drugs because it's a very low vibration, whether people think so or not. I mean, you need drugs if you're in a car accident. You need drugs when you're having your teeth pulled. I get all of that. But I'm talking if you're really doing it to avoid being present, then you are doing something that is taking you out of your life. And you are not reflective. You are not responsible. Try cookie batter. Okay, you really want to make her fat after she gives up drugs? No good. Yeah, it does make you feel good. So find other things. Develop yourself. But you're going to have to deal with the trauma because you have something sitting there that makes you not feel good. There's a trauma there of some kind at some point in your life or you wouldn't be doing that. That's just the way it is. I believe. Okay, no Coca-Cola in my house. They're gone. I don't have any either. Yeah, some people have, wait, what about, blood transfusion. Okay, if you have to have a blood transfusion, I guess you die or you have a blood transfusion. So I think I probably have a blood transfusion, but that's interesting because does the vibration of the person who donated their blood get into your system? I haven't thought about that yet. That's, hi, Gypsy. I just saw. Okay, how do I help a friend with clutter addiction? Well, they'd be hoarders. So hoarding is fear of loss. What is hoarding? Hoarding, and I'm a hoarder at times, but hoarding is like grabbing stuff like this is my cup, these are my glasses. So it's materialism, and there's a feeling of like needing to have your things near because you don't feel grounded. So I believe hoarding is a bit of a, it's one of the OCDs and it's grounding kind of thing. Yes, it does. Okay, what's wrong with Coca-Cola? We're boycotting them. We don't like them. Okay, let's see. I don't know the answer to that. Organ trafficking. Yes. Well, you know, I had this weird, vivid dream when I was hiking the other day. This is going to flip you guys out because it flipped me out and I can't even think about it. Okay, so when I was a little kid, I loved grow a veggie garden, create something, help. Actually, here's a good answer for if alcohol or drugs is the only thing that makes you feel good, find somebody in your neighborhood, a young child, okay? So somebody who's like 10 or younger, and mentor them and bring them joy because you'll be teaching them to find things with themselves that make them happy. So find somebody whose mom works too much and babysit and build a friendship with a younger person in the proper way where you can give and show your experience to them and you will get your love back from that in a hot second. You like wild cherry Pepsi. That sounds like I could go for that. um, Boycott SeaWorld. Yeah, that's done. SeaWorld's done. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yes, I saw Out of Shadows. I did. Okay, so here's the way that I was running. So I'm running and I'm coming down the mountain and I'm enjoying it. This week was a good running week. Some weeks I'm like, I can't, but I do. But this was a good running week. I was very happy. And so as a kid, I used to read all the Marilyn Monroe books. I was obsessed with Marilyn Monroe. I fell for the beast system too. I wanted to look like Marilyn. I wanted to be in the 40s. I wanted, you know, just everything about her was absolutely, but I was programmed. This is what we were taught beautiful was. So it's like you see the Kardashians and little kids want their asses like that, that they're programmed to look like that. I always loved Marilyn. I still love that. Everything about the way she dressed and looked and was, I thought was spectacular. However, when she was dead before I was born, but I remember reading in a book and looking at the pictures of her autopsy pictures. And first of all, it was a really ugly picture. So that was fuckery. But her skin, okay, so the face was back and obviously she was dead. And the skin was all like fallen off the face with a darkish hue to it. And so I was running and I flashed on that. I flashed like that on that picture memory from childhood. And suddenly I thought about an article I read where it said they took her stomach content out and they weighed it. And then in my head, I went right to what they did. And this is what I got. You guys are going to hate me for saying this. So Marilyn dies, the autopsy people do their work, whatever, right? They've got access to the physicality of what was Marilyn. So they take out the kidney, the liver, all of these things, and they serve it at a dinner party. I literally saw that as I was running and I couldn't get out of my head. I was like, oh, back it up, back it up. So now I have an image of Marilyn Monroe being used completely in, I know that's what I saw in my head. I was like, these fuckers did that. That's what I got. I literally this week had that. And I was like, oh my God, that's really sick. But that's what I got. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. They did it. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. I don't know who did it, but that's what I saw. Yes, that's what I saw. They cooked it and ate it at a dinner party. That's exactly what I saw. In my head, don't know why, just came right through. But it came through from the memory of the way that her face looked, and that led me. So when you're doing psychic work, you can never prove it anyway unless somebody says, yeah, that happened, or no, that didn't happen. But when you're doing psychic work, let's say you're looking at someone's hand and you flash on an image of a hand. What does the hand make you think of? It doesn't have to be right or wrong, because we focus too much on being right or wrong, but what does the hand make you think of? And where does the story take you from there? I'm talking about the energetic story. So there's a lot, hooray for sobriety. So you have to follow the trend, and that's what I did. I'm sorry. I said you're gonna hate me. Put the orange down, even though it was good. Eat it later. No one said they ate an orange. But that's what I got. Like I literally was like running and I went, why am I thinking that? So for some reason I was understanding, now it might not be true specifically, but for some reason I was understanding the hierarchy in Hollywood and what they do. Speaking of Demi Lovato, speaking of everybody, the way that they elevate and then they corrupt and they ruin and they they consume. It might not have been in the literal sense. I might have been getting the consumption of the person's energy and soul. They consume. And then I thought of, oh my God, who was it? I thought of several people that had passed on, and I thought of their faces being passed on to other people. That's what I thought. It was just devil's bait, exactly. Energy vampires, you could say something like that. It might not have been in the literal sense, but this is what I saw. So it's kind of interesting, but you have to let your visions go and you can't edit or judge them. So I don't know. We were kidnapped. You know we were kidnapped here. Come on. There's a milk carton. There's a milk carton with our name. I never saw that movie. I never saw it, but if they did a movie where they illustrated something like that, it's hidden in plain sight. Let's talk about alcohol is a drug. Of course it's a drug. No, I know they do, but I'm saying I just literally saw this Grey Poupon. Did somebody say that? Grey Poupon. Sorry, that's a sick joke. Sick, sick, sick. Yet so funny. um, yeah, well, that's what I saw. Now, doesn't it? It does put a spin on it, not in the good way. Okay, now let's look at it a different way. Let's look at what sigil magic is. Let's look at what lesser magic is. And let's look at what chaos magic is. Sigil magic, remember, universal law, so they say. Do I know if I believe it? I don't know. But they say with universal law, they say, okay, or it is channeled from people, that we have to let the beast system has to let the rest of us know what they're doing. So sigil magic, for example, I'm just going to use this piece of paper. Excuse me. So let's say a dollar bill. I don't have a dollar bill over here, but let's say this is a dollar bill. They have a bunch of pictures printed on the dollar bill, right? The pyramid, the blah, the whatever. I don't even know what's on the dollar bill. So they have a bunch of pictures on the dollar bill. These pictures are illustrations. They can be codes. They can be graphic illustrations, as in a picture of a third eye, a pyramid, all of those things. But what they're telling you, if you look at the bill, is what will happen. They're sigil magic. These are what crests are on outside of houses. This is when they hide something in a painting. When somebody paints you a painting and they hide something in there, that's a sigil. It's something that you can carry on you. Let's say you want to be, I don't know, whatever, a singer, artist, whatever. You can do a sigil. You can draw a crest here. You can draw a money symbol. You can draw your name. You can draw it up in lights, and you can put it on you, carry it. It's a sigil. You focus on it, and it brings the energy about what you're focused on. But in sigil magic, what it is, it's the way of letting people know this is what we're presenting. We're presenting this. We're showing you what's on the paper here, what we drew. So they're letting us know what they're doing. So they are telling us, it's fair warning. The problem with us, and I'll speak for myself, the problem with us is we don't ever believe it when we see it. It's right there in our face. It's so in our face that look at Arnie Hammer. I want to say Armie Hammer. Look at him. He came out and told you what he does. He said, I eat flesh. I'm a cannibal. He's getting arrested. He's being called out. He does shit like this. I mean, he does. He's letting you know. It's not jokes. They show you movies. They create movies with the things. Hannibal Lecter. That was so disturbing. I watched that on my honeymoon on the week I got married. I think it came out, but it was so disturbing. And you're like, why is this a thing? Why is that even a movie? Because they're kind of mocking us by showing us the sigils. That's what they're, yeah, it's army scammer. Exactly. So they're showing us certain things in certain movies. Remember the movie Ground Zero with Robert Downey Jr. or Less Than Zero, and not Ground Zero, whatever it was. It's Less Than Zero. The other one is Clyde Lewis's show. But anyway, Less Than Zero with him, where, you know, he's prostituting himself out in Hollywood for coke, and, you know, that was actually his life. That was actually what he was doing. It's hidden in plain sight. It's right there. They show us in all kinds of things. They show us in cartoons. They show us in, you know, all kinds. Look at the, if one more person says to me about the movie, you remember it growing up, Animal House? We're living this. We're living, remember the pig Napoleon? I can't get over it. We're living it. Anyway, they do this. Look at the Handmaid's Tale. That is a sigil show. That was written years ago as to foretell what's to come, and it really is showing. Minus, I mean, there might be some plot twists with it, but yeah, the Hunger Games, we're right there. Apocalypse, we're right there. We're going to be entering Black Mirror. All of those are sigil. They're telling us what they're doing. Look at the Grammys. You guys all know this. It's not anything you don't know, but I stopped watching those award shows years ago for this reason and this reason only. A bunch of actors, okay, who make more money than most, who get hired, and we have to look at Meryl Streep in absolutely everything. Like, seriously, she's not that great. I'm sorry, she's not. She just gets the roles because she's doing something behind the scenes, you know, like blowjobs or something. I don't know what, but she's not that great. There's at least 2,000 other people that could do what she does, if not better, and, you know, wouldn't give you that bad aftertaste in your mouth when watching her. Problem is, okay, these people, and Madonna's another one too. These people throw award shows for themselves. They consume all of the public stuff. It's in order to brainwash you. You're stuck captive. Oh, Eyes Wide Shut. That's Nicole Kidman's childhood. What is that woman talking about? Eyes Wide Shut. I mean, it's right there. That is the Illuminati. They start off with that. I can't even. Anyway, what they do is they are forcing us through just indoctrination. We are told to believe that they are something, okay? We are told to believe that they are something. They're not anything. And again, I'm going to bring up Julia Roberts and her blog appearance when this happened last year, when our lockdown happened with Fettuccine, you know, Anthony Fettuccine, with him, that little weasel. Okay, I love it when Anomaly calls him a demon because he is a little demon. Anyway, Fettuccine, and there's Julia Roberts. This woman gets all this money and all this, and she's so great. Would she have got the job if she didn't do what she did? And the answer is no. And number two, she got to go out there and go, oh my God, Fettuccine, you're so great. What a good doctor you are. She's full of shit. She should be bitch slapped for that. Bitch slapped. I don't need her to tell me what to do. Why are they doing that? Because that's the game. That's why they wanted us invested in movie stars. That's why Madonna looks pretty good. You got to give her that. I'm sorry. She's pretty good looking. She's in her 60s. She's pretty. She's another weirdo. Oh, Jay-Z. I've got stories about Jay-Z. I mean, please. I have a story. Here's a story. I'll tell you a story. Without naming names, you probably know the names, but I was working, painting a room for a friend's business, we'll put it that way, and there was another woman, there were several other people, but there was a famous designer in there, and her little kids were talking to me, and little kids, 8, 10, whatever, and they're like, oh my God, she's a psychic, la la la, the little kids, you know, and they were super cute little girls, very, very good looking little girls, and their mom, who by all intents and purposes should have been like not afraid to meet me because I'm in the same place she is, would not look at me. Okay. And I was like, why does this woman hate me? Anyway, I went about my business. Turns out she was afraid I was reading who she was having the affair with. You just mentioned his name right there. That's right. She showed up in the trade papers right after having an affair with him. Well, he's just he's arrogant. He does not treat staff well. I've heard this personally. No, it wasn't her. No, that's Russell Simmons. No, I'm talking about Jay-Z. She was with Jay-Z. It was written up, but that's who I ran into. She would not look at me. Her kids talked to me. She was painting another room, and I was painting one room, and it was for a particular business without giving it away because then you'll know where the hell I was. But yes, exactly. Exactly. Beautiful woman, beautiful kids would not look at me. I was like, do I smell? What's the problem here? That's exactly, well, you all know who's got it. You got it right there. Yeah, we were painting. So they had, let's see, Jennifer Aniston and Rachel Chandler. I have wondered where Ray Chandler is right now, child handler. I'm not allowed to say that on YouTube. I just said it. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure Jay-Z's cheating. He's a man and he's cheated once, twice, 3 times. Why wouldn't he cheat again? I'm just going to ask you why he wouldn't. Becky with the not so good hair. Exactly. Hi there. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. I don't know. Well, here's the thing. I can tell you, I'm not going to tell you which singer, but I can tell you there was a singer that was a client of mine, very famous singer. And she told me at the beginning of her I'll call it possession. Okay. She literally, now understand, when you're in a family like Nicole Kidman was, and there you can find that information out. Her father is a well-known Luciferian, and he was brought up on child hunting charges. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. Anyway, Anthony Kidman, you can research that. All of that aside, when you're brought up, let's just look at it this way. If you're brought up in a family where it's Luciferian, so you're a little kid, it's like being brought up a Catholic, you don't know any different. Yes, hunting humans, exactly. You don't know any different, right? Whatever, if you brought up Muslim, Buddhist, whatever, atheist, you don't know any different. You're just there with your parents, listening to your parents. So you don't know. So you're brought up that way. So as a young girl, the singer, I think, was brought up that way. Okay. Mother was well connected, all of these things. She literally, they do rituals. Now, whether anybody wants to believe it or not, just think of the voodoo priestesses when they go into chanting, when they do their dancing, when they take the substance and they go, literally their soul kind of goes up like this and they let something in through the back. That's actually how it works. They're pushing space away so that something can inhabit them. So when they do that, and they're knowingly do it, okay? So they move their body in a vibration, in a vibratory way to bring it in. That's what the dancing and the chanting, and they keep doing it. It's literally to bring on possession. I don't care if people believe it, but that's the intention behind the action. So just imagine if this is going on and she can't get her mind back because it's fragmented. So she's losing chunks of time, right? She's losing chunks of time. She doesn't know what she did on Tuesday from 4 to 9. She has no clue for 5 hours what she did because she's in an altered state. This singer actually told me that she was being followed by demons. These were her words. And suddenly she's not the same person anymore. So she was aware on some level. The mother's the handler, correct. She was aware on some level that she was being taken over. And as she was in her person self, she could voice it because she voiced it to me. But then after that, she's not even herself anymore. And you can see it in their eyes. Just start looking. Look at, why do you think models that look like anorexic heroin addicts are standing there like this, all grumpy? What is that really? What is that? There's a reason for that. But anyway, this is who authorizes who gets to be these demonic celebrities. That's a good question. I don't know, because I almost feel that they get entrapped in cycles. So they get entrapped like this. So like if I don't know, say Beyonce. I'm Beyonce this lifetime. I pass away. I'm kind of grabbed on my way out of this energy field because of my behavior. And then maybe because of my behavior, I'm convinced that I need to come back here. Of course, I'm not one to speak because I'm here right now. So what happened last time? And also maybe it's the families they come into. Maybe the parents are connected. And so it's completely that choice. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't know, but I didn't even read about Tom Hanks' son, but if he's domestically violent, yeah. Mr. Rogers over there, that must be a hell of a way to live with Mr. Rogers and that little face of his. Exactly. Must be a huge way to live, right? Yeah, so there you go. Oh God, I missed that about the Canadians. But you have to understand, when something comes into their energy field, it comes into their energy field. So it's a huge problem. How do you get it out? Let's say you let a squatter in your house. How do you get the squatter out? Really, you're not allowed to. How do you do that? Get the hell out of my house? Do you beat them up? What do you do? We're talking energies that no one believes. We're taught not to believe this. We are taught not to believe these sides of things. Yet, in every religion, in every philosophy, they perform exorcisms. Why is that? Now that's for complete possession, but there's different levels of possession. You can be stone-faced drunk, or whatever, stone cold drunk, whatever that is. You could be high on heroin for a while and have a blackout. What do you think a blackout is? It's an unconsciousness, but where does your soul go during that time? So there's that. Yeah, you can do banishment spells for sure. Banishment spells. Here's what I'm going to word with spells. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you this. This has been my experience with people who do spells, and I know many for different reasons. Again, I always say, if you want to do a money spell, do an abundance spell so that everything is taken care of. Don't specifically say, I want that person's money because they got more money than me. Don't do that. That's manipulative. Don't do a love spell, and you got to open the door in the first place. That's exactly right. If you shut your door, they can't get in. That's correct. You got it. So good. Santeria, that's like a religious thing though too. Santeria depends what spells. I mean, they got spells that take people out in that. I'm not going to use those spells to take them out. Chaos magic is exactly that. They do whatever they feel like doing. Chaos magic is a form of magic that witches and or practitioners, I don't even want to say witches, practitioners. There, I'm back, y'all. Yeah, it just it just blew me out. You see that? You see they don't want, thanks Bethany. You see they don't want you to, they don't want you talking. Anyway, chaos magic is a form of magic, a form of invoking what you want. So let's say I want the neighbor's husband. Let's say she doesn't want me to have her husband, and I do magic to get her husband. That's kind of chaotic. Let's say I like fireworks. I start bringing on the fireworks. That's kind of chaotic. So chaos magic is they have the free will to do whatever they want, which they do, but I don't like chaos. I don't want to see what happens when I do this or do that. I don't necessarily think it. It's for personal gain, correct. Here's what I was going to say, though. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, my God. I was going to say something. Oh, I forget. Yeah, censorship. They're going to, excuse me, they're going to censor us all. Hi, you guys. Hi from Australia. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Understand that, let's say you feel someone's doing bad to you. So you feel like someone's put a spell on you. They don't like you. They're mean to you. They want you to fail, whatever. So you're sure it's somebody named Anne. You're like, Anne put that fucking spell on me. I want that bitch down. I'm going to do a reversal spell and I'm going to send it back to her. Never do that, because you don't really know. The energy can be blocked. It can be coming from another person. So if you are going to send back things, you have every right to send them back, because if somebody throws something in your front door, you have every right to throw it back out. But you don't have a right to go to the neighbor's house across the street and throw it in their front door, because you don't really know if they did it. So you have to give it to God to dispose of as they want. You are allowed to set boundaries and push back to yourself, send it back to source, and then it will be sent back to where it comes from. So, well, no, that's not black magic. I'm saying you protect your house. I mean, a spell, don't do black magic, of course, but a spell can also be somebody who thinks you're a piece of shit and they keep talking about you behind your back. So it conjures up all of these people with negative energy around you. You become whatever, and it becomes a problem. So you just have to send it back to where it came from, which means send it to God and have God take care of it. That's what I do. I never personally put them back on anyone. I don't buy these back-to-back shootings. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, but you're right about that. That's the agenda. That's, you know, they're brainwashing us. They put the stuff on the news. Do you think the news is honest at all? I don't think so. Return to sender. That's right. Put a little envelope and send it right back. Send it all the way back to where it came from. We don't really know where it came from. We make assumptions. Let's say you hate your sister-in-law and you're like, oh, that bitch, I know she's after me. She might not like you and she might be after you, but she might not be the one who's done it, right? Exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. She's not blurry on my end. Yeah, I was blurry. Okay, from Portland. How's Portland doing right now? They can't touch us without permission. That's right. They have to break down your, that's what drugs does. It breaks down your awareness around you too. Think about that for a second. You do all kinds of things you would never do and that you're not proud of later on in life. Like you're not proud of, and you cause people a lot of hurt. So having said that, if you open the door a little bit to let the 3 people into your house, you've let them in. If you open it and they only get a foot in, you have more of a chance of shoving out what you don't want. So approach it like that. That's how I would word it. Blurry in Michigan. No, don't be blurry. It's a guy who received and died in his car. Good God, no, I didn't. No, I don't know what to say. I'm rubber, you're glue. Nothing sticks to me. It all sticks to you. Yeah, let go. That's exactly right. That's why I don't do. No, Canada, I feel so bad for. Oh my God. Mexico City. Are you in lockdown in Mexico City? Is anybody in lockdown in Mexico City? Wait. No, come on now. No. What do you mean about the door? I see a door sometimes when I'm reading. I actually see a door. So in my mind's eye, like a movie, I see a door open like this. So I see it. I don't like dark magic. Yeah, well, don't do dark magic. Pray. Let's see. So question, if people speak bad of you, is that like a spell? Is that what you mean? Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Well, what it can do is, of course, it can't kill you because I think everybody hated Donald Trump and he's not dead. So, it's that way. I mean, people spoke about him 24/7, but it can absolutely undermine your sense of self. 100%. It can undermine your sense of self in a way because they're saying bad things about you and you're not able to actually, you know, acknowledge, right? Because it's being pushed on you. So if you walk in a room and everybody thinks you're, a skank or something behind your back, you're not going to feel good. You're going to feel their energy. You'll feel horrible. So it takes a lot of strength to come out of that. So in that sense, it can undermine your sense of, what's that word? When you, confidence. And then if your confidence is undermined, then you might not go through with certain things, right? Okay, let's see. If you know gossip is not correct. Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to gossip. We all gossip though. Come on. We all gossip, don't we? Wait, I hope he passed numb without pain. Who are we talking about? I'm sure the picture is blurry. My eyes are getting blurry, actually. My eyes are blurry. I'm about to go in a few seconds. I know, skank, right? I'm giving up my age right now. It's terrible. I can't even think of new words. I don't even think of new words. I don't think of them. I'm stuck. I'm from the 80s. That's it. That's it. I acknowledge it. Skank. Oh my God, Mariah Carey. Her sister, did you listen to the interviews from her? Canada's the most beautiful country. And it's got the Cuban dictator running it. Little pretend dictator. Mariah Carey, did you listen to her sister talk about the abuse that they endured and what they were sent out for by their mom? And that they were basically mind controlled and in a coven? Have you listened to her talk about that? And everybody goes, she's lying because her sister has money. No, she's telling the truth and spent years on drugs and could hardly contain herself. And the other one seems to have become a hugely billionaire wealthy. So think about it for a second. Look up Mariah Carey's sister. Look up her story. She did. Yeah, no, Mariah Carey, actually, it was interesting. I always tell my story from Jason, but Jason did an award show, I want to say like 5 years ago, and Mariah Carey had to get onto a motorcycle, and I don't think she had to ride it. I think she just had to sit on it. And he wanted to know what kind of things she was on, because she literally had to be carried to the motorcycle, and he didn't know what drug that was because it was not any reaction that he had seen. It wasn't a familiar thing, which, if you are in some sort of a broken state and a hypnotic state, mind altered Manchurian candidate state, then that's right. Well, yeah, she was a drunk. Well, this was different though. He even noticed it was different than that. It wasn't your typical, no, she couldn't. She literally couldn't. She's an alien. He just said, what was she on? He asked me that. What was she on? It wasn't normal. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Rebecca. There are generational curses for sure. Are you kidding? The shit that happens in families, that's generational curse. It could be, by that, what I mean is, let's say you had a relative that did black magic. Let's just use that one. Did black magic, did a bunch of nasty stuff, and then sent it on down through the other generations. It could skip 3 and hit the 4th relative. Yeah, you've got to really clear it. No, I just said Abraham Hicks is about co-creation. I don't believe you can do that. You are not co-creating. You're existing within. You're not creating this. That's not the way it kind of works here. I mean, I know they say we're in the Matrix. I know they say we're in a simulation. But when they talk about co-creating, what she's implying is, if you want to be a famous rock star, you can co-create your life like that. But that's not true, because you may have a different purpose for your life. And just because your human self wants to do that doesn't mean your God self has that in mind for you. So it's just very different way of thinking. But if she believes it, that's her belief system. Don't use the Ouija board. No, we're not creators, or all the babies on the planet would have food. That's what I want, is children not to be sexually abused. And I want them to, you want vodka and ice cream, I can understand that. No, you didn't see that's putting the blame on you. Like, well, it's the way you think. This is why. It's not the way you think. Nobody wants to get smacked as a little kid or beat up or have a drug addict or alcoholic parent. Nobody wants to live through that. Not ever. And there is nothing I learned from it except to disconnect from those people. Like, I'm just saying, from whatever childhood you come from, what did you learn from it? You could learn not what to do, but if you're not a natural, that's what I'm saying. You're a birth-born medium or psychic, right? If you open up, then they know they got to weigh in. That's why you can't teach it. It just is. It exists like it just is. Okay, the clones. That's what I was going to say. When people asked how they pick the celebrities, I think they just take attributes like Marilyn's nose and her face and her thing, and they drop little DNA strands into little egg cups, and then we get whoever we get. Scarlett Johansson, I don't know, whoever. Claiming blame for abuse only fakes as if you have control. That's exactly, we have no control. Excuse me, we have control over our reactions is all, but we basically have no control. Yeah, it's a mindset my dad gave me away. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Oh my God. You can't become a meeting. You are, you aren't. That's exactly what I say. And people get so mad at me for saying it. When they say they're teaching mediumship, they can't teach you to be something. They all want to be something. You don't need a teacher to teach you. You know when you're a medium, you can feel spirit. It's not that hard. I mean, you'll know what it is. It's like, when you get your period, it's not that hard. I mean, it's annoying as fuck, but you know when you get your period. So teaching someone how to get their period is almost the same thing as trying to teach them how to be a medium. You either are or you aren't. You can, if you have them, sure, you can ask your abilities to be more open. We all have a register because we all have senses that go beyond these senses, okay? But we're here and they've been blocked. However, when it comes to certain things, you have a natural aptitude or you don't. I don't know why all the UFOs are in Canada, but it's crazy. I've been hearing about it all over the place. I'm like, this is hilarious. People die within 3 years of taking it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. No thanks. I'm going to die from eating French fries and something. I don't know. You have to work on yourself. Oh, you have to work on yourself spiritually. Absolutely. Although birth-born mediums are just birth-born. They can be in any facet of life. So try being from Cranbrook, BC. It's Halloween every day. Oh, no, I'm not going to. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting to it. Canadians are polite. That's why the UFOs go there. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Okay, you guys, I've got to go because I actually have to drop somebody somewhere. I can't explain it. I'm not a hippie right now. My eyes are literally bugging out of my head. It's so funny. I think it's these lights. What are your thoughts? I don't even know. Case, don't surrender. Yeah, don't. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, all of you. Why do they take us in the astral? I'll answer that question. The astral level is, okay, so stand by your front door in the morning, shut it. The astral level is so close. If you open your front door and step on the other side, that's where the astral level is. So it's really easy to push us out there. If you go too far out, your life ends here, your physical life. So the astral is easy to play with. That's where you see all the things where people see like goofy caricatures and, like if you were to look at Alice in Wonderland, that might be an astral trip on acid. It might be into the astral level in that way. That's how I would say that. So it's right outside. It's easy to get there and you're just thrown right out there. You really don't want to be thrown too far out of your space because how do you come back? Yeah, you will. You'll ground right back in. You'll shake and come back. We go to the astral always. The astral level it's kind of like upstate New York and New York. It's like right there. So yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Sounds like what happened to me when I think my third eye is open. Exactly. Oh, good. Your cat came home. Oh my God. So good. Yay. Kitty. I knew the kitty was just being a kitty. All right, you guys, look, my eyes are like spacey. Look, do. Yes, there's people on the astral level. There's all kinds of things. When somebody dies, for example, let's say somebody ODs and they don't want to go over, cross over, they'll hang out on the astral levels because it's closest to Earth. So our relatives can come to the astral levels and come down here if they want to. But usually we have to ascend up. And in some instances, we can't ascend to where they are. So they have to come to us and they can't tell us a lot. It's very weird. These are the things I get in dream state, but I don't know. Mwah. Good night, you guys. Okay, I'm out. He's in the astral, my friend. There you go. Moldavite. Yeah, Moldavite sneaks out on you. Just saying. Okay, good night, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I tried to answer questions, but my head's like spacey. And you know I'm getting up early to go on a long run, so I'm going to go to bed after I drop the green room guests off. I've got green room guests. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.